It's starting.
Or this is what I heard today.
There's no right to wrong in this.
What do you think about it?
There's no right to wrong. Put her on camera.
No, I don't need to.
Put her on camera. You gotta put her on camera.
I'm pissing too many people off talking about
What are you thinking about?
my opinions.
Hey, it's okay. Everyone's got an opinion. Some people are gonna like it. Some people are gonna hate it. You know?
The majority are gonna hate it.
I figure they didn't get happy in the same pants they got mad in. Oh well, fuck
Exactly.
it. You know, you're that mad, go change your fucking pants. So if you get happy.
But this
I
one
always
is.
get thrown in fucking Facebook jail. They violate your fucking freedom of speech by saying you're violating community standards.
I would be, but I don't say what I really want to.
I just got out attacking some dude on this fucking political page.
Who?
I can't remember his name. Some political guy's running for Congress or fucking mayor. I don't know what he's running for.
Romero.
No, I think his name was either Jeff or Jake. His first name was Jeff or Jake. I can't remember what it was. But
The dirt, we could start with this podcast. We could throw some names out there. We'll start some shit.
Piss some people off. Who cares? People get mad anyway. I've read a lot of comments on people's podcasts and people always got their opinions on
Like this.
why is he wearing that fucking shirt? What?
Okay.
What am I looking at?
You're supposed to hear something, but I couldn't hear that. I gotta set my speakers up to this thing.
Ooh. No, I haven't. Is it good?
I don't know. I'm gonna try it. The regular one was better than the spicy.
What about that fight? Who's fighting this weekend?
Yoel Romero.
Yoel Romero against fucking Adesanya, something like that. Adesanya or something like that.
Sandra. Yeah.
Something like that. I don't like that dude, man. I like him as a fighter. I just don't like his intro in when he's doing all these dances. Just
He's trying something.
Man,
It takes some balls, you know. It takes.
You got a whole dance routine before he comes out and shit.
You know, he ain't no Conor McGregor. You know, he just takes his presence to fucking come out there.
Dude, I think he's trying to bark up the wrong tree with Bones Jones, man.
No, what's his name? Jones is fucking with him.
Oh, was it?
He started it.
Oh, okay.
And they're like, why? You know, he's not even in your weight class.
Well, he's an up and coming star, so he's. You know.
He's
But dude's back. He's felt so many fucking.
He's
drug
trying to
tests,
take his
man.
shine.
They
That's
still
what
let
it
him-
is.
Yeah, but he's felt so many drug tests, and they still let him fight. He still got these belts. It's like, so. But now it's okay for him to smoke weed.
Yeah. So is the NFL, or it's
Yeah, the
about to
NFL.
be start.
Yeah.
MLB,
All of them, shit.
Major League Baseball, cleared of.
Well, I'm sure they're gonna have a certain rule.
I mean, it'd be
Only
stupid,
for-
like
only for
they go to all these states that are fucking legal, and then they, oh no, we can't do
No, it says cannabis has been taken off the list of
Banned
drugs
substances.
they look for.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, it's not even a
it.
fucking.
It's
not
only
even
our fucking
It's not even a
dumbass.
performance enhancement drug. I mean, we're fucking gonna smoke a blunt and fucking run faster than you would if you were sober.
Mm-mm.
I mean, the Diaz brothers wake up, get high, and go run for fucking 5 miles.
That's
But-
what I told him to do. He's like, I need to stop. I'm like, you
I
need
used
to
to
smoke
do that
more.
shit. Hey,
Roll one and go.
when I was in Oklahoma, and I didn't have nothing to do, my brother worked out a lot. And I'd get bored. I'd throw on my fucking sweatsuit. I'd sit outside, smoke me a bowl or smoke me a fucking joint, take off walking. And then I guess the motivation of it, I just start running. Next thing you know, I didn't realize I'm fucking. And now
With
my
no
legs are hurting
problem.
trying
trying
to
to
come
come
back.
back. Why the fuck did I run so far?
Why?
Why did I just go around the block?
Bring another one.
Right? Why did I bring another one with me? But there's not a lot of people that can fucking just smoke a fucking blunt and then get up and go run the way those dudes do.
That's the
You have to-
David Goggins shit. That's
Yeah, you have to train. But I don't think they smoke blunts, you know.
They
They're not.
probably wake up smoking joints. They probably wake up smoking joints. I think they got some good shit. They got money, so they can probably buy the top of the line shit.
You hear about what's fucking.
Are we on, bro?
Yeah,
Are
we're
we on? Okay.
We're on.
Whoa.
This is it.
Almost.
This is the 2020 podcast,
2020.
number 3, officially. There's some other ones, but
MLH.
yeah, I go by initials, but
Sorry.
really it's Mind, Love, and Health podcast.
So Yeah, mind, love, and health. Okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
So something, you know, if I do it for 10 years, then it'll be something to look back on, you know, whether it gets big or not, you know.
Yeah, shit. It's something.
Yeah.
It's something. That's how people.
And it'll only get bigger. I'm only gonna fucking try to make it look bigger and better, you know.
Yeah.
And so.
And that's the way you do it. Now everybody starts off at the top with a million fucking followers, you know.
Yeah.
A lot of people start off at the bottom, making small things, and the next thing you know, they're
Yeah.
getting paid by YouTube and shit.
So,
Videos every day.
when's the last time you did shrooms?
Who, me?
You.
Last time I did shrooms was probably over a year and a half ago, probably.
Good trip, bad trip, and
About
how
2
much
years.
did you take?
About 2 years ago, I was dating this girl, and she had, and I honestly, I was surprised that because she was a loan officer, I can say no names, but she did loans for mortgages and shit like that, and she did very well for herself. Fat crib, man, damn good fucking. I mean, her car was badass, bro. She had it going on for herself for a single mother. I give her that. You know, I give her props for that.
Mm-hmm.
But her son, of course, he blazed. She knew I blazed. And one day, we didn't have no kids. We went out. She said, "Hey, can you get some shrooms?" I said, "Yeah, I get some for my buddy of mine." So I hit him up. We went and picked him up. Went back to her house. And I swear I'm not kidding you. I could not stop laughing. Once it fucking hit me, bro, it was it, bro. Anything I looked at made me laugh. I swear, I'm not kidding you. I was laughing so hard that I buried my head in her fucking chest and held her. I just wanted to fucking stop. But I was laughing as I was saying it.
It was like,
I was like, I wanted to stop. Please make it stop. Oh my fuck. My abs were hurting so bad, I just did like 800 sit-ups. That's how bad my stomach was hurting.
That's
But some people say they have different trips on it. I've never had it. I've done it 3 times, and I've always laughed my ass off, like non-stop laughing.
Sure. I'm contemplating on the option of microdosing. I've heard there are many benefits.
Microdosing?
Yes, taking it daily.
You take like
A small piece of it.
you don't take it daily. You take it first. You take a good dose, like
Like a full 4 grams.
like maybe 4 grams, yeah, or even you can even just do 2, I think, and then you wait 2 days, or even 3 days, because those other days it's still in you. You're feeling it and
Right.
it's doing something, and that's when you take another 2 grams or 1, and you can maintain that for a month. But you don't want to do it because it does raise your heart rate, so you don't want to have a high heart rate all the time. You know.
Silicon Valley seems to think that it enhances creativity and intelligence.
Really?
Yes.
The studies, research.
It's working. They're currently
You know where it came from,
using it.
Silicon Valley?
Mm-hmm.
I asked him the other day about Silicon Valley.
It sounds familiar, but what?
Name what comes from there.
I was like, what do they know?
What do they
It's
know?
only where everything comes from. Google, the biggest anything we
Facebook,
know about, it's all there.
They're
Amazon.
based out of there.
No, like that's where
That's where it came from. That's where the digital
Apple.
that's-
the
Those
brains.
kind of
Yes.
people, like they're
Google.
Well, they go to Harvard. What's the name to Harvard, right? And he started Microsoft.
Bigger than that,
Bill Gates?
MIT and stuff like that. Yeah.
Apple was whatever.
Yeah, 'cause Bill Gates has created, was it Microsoft or?
He's in Silicon Valley also.
And they were all. Actually, I saw an episode about that the other day. I saw that all those $1 billion companies were created in the garage,
Yeah,
in someone's garage. That's
exactly.
crazy. That's fucking
Gotta
insane.
start somewhere. Shit.
Yeah. Oh, there's this. I watched the thing, man. I'll have to look it up. I can't remember the name of it, but there's this guy who suffered from really, really bad headaches. I mean, I don't know what the medical term was, but the dude was growing his own wild shrooms in his house. And this dude lives he owns a business. He lives in a big old fucking $1 million house. You know,
So did he
like
have
an
migraines?
all-American white family. I'm not kidding you.
Okay.
You look at it, you wouldn't think they would have anything to do with this. But he suffered from really bad migraine headaches, something really, really bad. I never heard of.
Severe. Yeah.
And
He said it's like excruciating pain. Like it hurts so bad. The only thing that you want to do is basically dig your brain out.
I
That's how
can
bad it is.
sympathize with that. I've had a bad
So
one.
he was growing these shrooms, these wild shrooms, and he would grind them up. And apparently, per each one that he had in his county, he would get 10 years per fucking shroom. And he had probably about 20 of them. So he would grind them down in this machine and put them in a pill capsule. And he would take it right before he knew the headaches were coming. I guess there was a time frame in between once he took that. If he got one headache in March, he wouldn't have another headache until probably the end of the year.
And that's amazing because when you have them, it's usually chronic.
They were, I can't remember the name that he said it, the medical term, but it was fucking crazy. I couldn't believe it. And they showed his little tank, he was growing it all. They were, that algae was growing on it, or that mildew was growing on it, or whatever it's called.
It's a fungus.
Fungus, there you go. It was crazy looking. We grinded it up and put them in these packed them in these capsules, and he would take them. But apparently he'd go to jail if somebody found out. 10 years per fucking one.
Well, now
and they were like this big. Honestly, they were like that big. They weren't big at all.
Now we can go to Colorado where they're legal. Or anybody can.
Yeah.
Not that it stopped them before, but if you need medical help, go where you don't get in trouble because you need it in abundance.
You ever watch Drug Incorporated?
I haven't seen it.
You've never seen it? That's a good show. It's a really
What's
good
that?
show. It's basically underground people that are selling dope, selling drugs.
But what's it on?
Ice. Huh?
What's it showing?
It's about drug dealers.
No, but
What-
is it like HBO?
YouTube or-
Oh, man, I'll have to look that up. Honestly, I didn't.
Where'd you see that?
It was on TV. It's on cable.
Netflix.
I don't remember.
Oh, Showtime.
No,
Who
I don't
knows?
watch Netflix. It was on cable, one channel on cable.
Probably Vice
Probably
or something.
Vice.
But these dudes got these, bandanas on so that cameraman don't
It was
recognize
Vice.
their face.
Vice the only ones that
Oh,
do
it
that.
shows those type of shows.
Yeah.
Well, shout out to
They're the-
Vice because they show some good ass shit.
Yeah, they do.
Shit. Yeah, they're the vigilantes.
Yeah. You know what you got to do, man? Too, sometimes on your podcast, start getting products that you like. So fucking when it gets out, you never know that fuck company may sponsor. This kid did that. My son showed me a video of a kid who's got a podcast and does videos, and he's got like over 500,000 followers and shit. This young kid,
That's
and
awesome.
he has like his favorite snacks that he'll put out there.
Young kid.
We're already.
How old?
I don't know. Well, I'm 42, so
Oh,
he's
we're gonna
probably
corner this market.
he's probably 18, maybe
We
maybe
got
younger
this,
than that.
Morris, especially right at ground level.
And he's actually started putting up his favorite snacks. Shout out to so and so. And next thing you know, he has an
Gets big
advertisement on
reviews.
his fucking podcast now for it, so he gets paid for it.
Paid.
Well,
Yeah, you gotta
I may
go
be
over
exaggerating
something
with the followers, but he had a shitload of followers. So
Speaking
a lot
of
of subscribers.
intelligent children, I have one of my own, which is my grandson, and he asked me a question I'm going to ask you. And it's because he saw the commercial, Liberty Insurance, Liberty Bibbity.
I love it. Oh, you weren't here when it came on. I was laughing about it. I love it. Go ahead.
What is Liberty?
Oh my gosh, you put me on the spot. Like, what is liberty? Why would you smile like that when you ask me that question? Why would you do that? That looks so
Because
devious.
I'm probably
The only thing
just a
missing
tad bit older than you, and I was like the same thing. Like,
I'm not going to answer that. I plead the field.
hey, I googled
Oh, but
it. No
so what
lie,
is it?
it's a legitimate question.
It's a
So,
legitimate question.
yes,
A three-year-old is
I
asking
I
this.
googled
Oh, a
it.
3-year-old.
Yes, I googled it.
What's liberty?
Yes.
He's
Anyway, here it is. Definition of
he
liberty.
is something else.
What
And
is the
that's what I
definition of
told
liberty?
them.
Definition of liberty: the state of being free within society from oppressive restrictions imposed by authority on one's way of life, behavior, or political views.
What if he
So
got
then
that?
the next
What if
question
understood
he
that?
asked me is, what is freedom?
Oh Lord!
No, that's
And he's 3 years old.
no. He's asked some crazier shit.
Man, he's gonna ask you. Oh,
He's
you have
already-
answers for it, or you just Google everything he asks you?
I'm giving him the correct answers if I
So
already
what was
know it.
freedom? I mean, of course, we know what our freedom is. What we things
Well,
that come to mind are freedom.
I didn't even attempt to go into that. I said, me and Dad are going to explain that to you later. I said, I won't forget.
Meaning his dad or your?
His grandpa. We're grandparents, but he calls us mom and dad or grandma and grandpa, just depending on how he feels.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, I am referencing to his grandfather. I said, we'll talk about it and we'll get back with you. You know, like I know what it means.
Oh, okay.
This child is such a sponge and has such a vast mind. It's like, where do you get these things from? I didn't think about these things even now that I'm an adult. You know, I literally had to Google it. I mean, I know what it is, kind of, but definitely what it is.
The definition of it.
To be correct about what you're saying.
Wow.
But you could give him any answer.
Yeah, you don't want to give a child like that
So
any
did you look
answer.
up bibbidi-bibbidi?
Well, that's what he was like. What the hell?
That commercial's fucking hilarious.
That's what it's about. Anyway, I guess he had seen it a million times. You know.
And they also have video
however many.
Look at when we were.
No, but he's like, asked about space already.
Asked about space. And you said he's 3 years old?
I'm going to teach him about space Sunday. We're going to the planetarium.
He already understands out.
He said, I want you to show me the moon, and then I want to look at outer space. He knew which one was which.
I don't even remember.
And his little toy.
Do kids talk that much at 3 years old? I've had babies and my kids are grown, so I don't know. 18, 22, and 12.
Well, these new kids are.
I don't fucking remember.
His pediatrician, which we saw last week for having a little cold. We want to make sure it's not the coronavirus. So off we go to the doctor, and the doctor gives him an assessment of, you know, is he on target? Is he growing properly? Does he perceive well? And so he scores 100 off the charts. And then I tell him, well, he's already in preschool. And he said he felt concerned because he said that it was too young of an age for him to be on. And so then he starts to talk.
Is he in preschool?
Yes, he's in pre-K. Anyway, so he starts to talk to him a little bit more, and then he just realizes that his vocabulary is just so big. And he told the doctor, is that your stethoscope? And he said, well, yes, it is. Can I hear your stethoscope? And so the doctor lets him use it and everything, but there's not many children nor adults that can pronounce that word. You know, it's kind of difficult. So he's a special child. Stethoscope.
I don't know. Anyway,
I can't even say it.
What? Stethoscope? You can't pronounce that word?
Stethoscope.
Anyway, whatever he's interested in, he makes sure that he knows about it very well.
Man, a little genius.
Yeah.
Get your little Sheldon from the
man.
Big Bang Theory.
Yeah. Hey, we might.
We're gonna podcast him.
Yeah.
Soon.
We're gonna show him to the world.
Hey, you should. Yeah.
We're gonna ask him questions because he has answers
You ever seen?
to everything.
Yeah, those little kids when they.
Gotta have somebody in the background with a Google, real quick.
Oh yeah,
Google
totally.
Yeah. What do you think about this coronavirus?
Oh man.
They have two types. Did you hear about that?
The hell?
Corona, like they have the flu A and flu B.
Yeah.
Well, I heard. I haven't looked it up. I should have done some research, but apparently there's a Corona S and a coronavirus.
This is what we know in Texas.
This is what we know. This is what I heard.
In the hood.
This is what I heard probably from a fucking circle of blunts. So, tell me what happened.
Hey,
I
you know,
the moon was fake. So.
But no, that shit's crazy.
It's crazy. It is. It's and then there was a cruise ship, right? That was at the port for what, 20 days?
Yeah.
Well,
That's fucking
people
insane.
quit traveling to these fucking countries, man. You know.
Well, they didn't think it was gonna, you know,
Yeah,
they want to just live their lives. You know, they just want to see. They don't want to, you know. Some people, I don't want to live like that. You know.
yeah. I don't want to be
And
sheltered, but still, I don't want to go travel somewhere knowing that this is.
Hey, but it rang to me earlier earlier today because I went to fucking 7-Eleven. Or first I went to Chipotle. I fucking got in there. I didn't wash my hands. Fucking order.
Oh man, gross.
Right?
This fucking guy. He said he washed his hands.
I'm like, but you know, they were clean.
He just told the world that he's nasty. He don't wash his hands, but he thinks they're clean.
But how often do you, when you go eat, do you go wash your hands before you eat?
You have to always.
How often do you do it?
Sometimes I'll do it before I get to my table. Like if
I'm
waiting
like,
on the hostess,
how often?
every time I go eat. Either I'll go sit down and then I'll go to the
100%
restroom and
most
wash
of
my
the time.
hands. No, it's 100%. It's either while I'm waiting on my table, I go to the restroom and wash my hands, or once they seat us, I go to the restroom and wash my hands. But
You've been doing that
when
forever.
Man, shit. You gotta see me go in the grocery store, man, or a corner store. I'm pulling up my sleeve, bro. And the door handles, people. Listen, man, I'm gonna tell you something. Look at normal door handles on the store that are colored door handles, and you'll see how wore off they are at the top because everyone grabs them at the top.
Yeah.
Man, I pull my sleeve out and I grab it from the bottom.
How come you just don't wear work gloves or something?
I should wear some surgical gloves everywhere I go, right? Look like
just some work gloves.
Like a germaphobe.
I thought about that too. You know, I was messing with the screen. I was withdrawing some money. And I'm like, hey, I'm touching this, and
yeah, that's everyone.
Those are the nastiest things. Touch screens. Think where people's fingers have been.
Does it go this way? I can't remember.
But
they've done research on shopping carts and found human feces because kids will piss themselves or shit on themselves, and parents just gonna go take it over.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, I don't know how aware you were when you're. Or how long you've been like that, but listen, now I'm like barely like.
It's also.
It's not like I never washed. I always wash my hands.
I've been more alert now since this coronavirus came out, but I've always washed my hands before I ate because man, I fucking work. I touch some nasty shit.
Yeah.
I may have picked my nose or reached in and scratched my ass when nobody was looking. I gotta wash my hands, bro.
But I think it's a double scam because they also have that coverage that's out there about Purell. Don't use it. Don't use hand sanitizer because it destroys something.
Moves.
It like really, instead of giving you, it may kill the germs, but it also kills your immunity or your defenses. And so now you're double susceptible to getting it. Like they say, God made dirt so dirt won't hurt. You got to get out there and get those germs on you.
Deep. Put the camera on.
Don't you? Have to have those germs in order to fight it.
Exactly.
So they inject you with the flu to get rid of the flu.
They inject you with the flu to get the flu.
Just stay away from the doctor.
But that's what I'm saying.
That's what it is. They'll inject you with it so that way you can get the flu.
They injected me with anything. I'm not taking that flu shot.
I feel like when you're growing up.
And I'll wash.
I feel like when you're growing up and you go to the hospital, you go to the doctor,
right.
You go to the doctor constantly, and they're always giving you medicine. That's going to help you out, although it may help you. I feel like a lot of those medicines have long-term effects on your body.
Of course,
from getting something
Most
else down the
definitely.
fucking road.
That's why you
because
don't
it's on a
want to
cash
take
cow.
Exactly.
I want to know. This is what I want to know.
They want us sick and dying because we're worth more money alive and sick than we are dead.
I want to go in and them show me a pill, and then I'm like, okay, this is how we got this ingredient for this. Yeah. This is where we came up. We got the beat from this.
But then again, how do you know what pills they take?
But I'm saying, at least give me, at least lie to me like that, you know. Just they don't fucking.
He said lie to me like that.
Like they don't tell us shit.
Yeah, at least lie to me.
They're like, here, this is a cure. Or here, try this. You know, this is a little different of that other shit we had, but you know.
Yes,
a lot of them
mixed it a little bit. Get the side effects of you may want to kill yourself.
Oh, you know what? Speaking of that, this is a serious topic. This is a serious topic. We can talk about this. The girl that I'm dating, her son has ADD and ADHD, and apparently they switched up his medicine. The doctor switched up his medicine, and I'm talking about a ridiculous outburst, cussing and kicking his mom, calling her names, and he doesn't act like that. So he had a couple hours like that, so she had to call the cops, you know, she didn't know what to do. Middle of the night, what do I do? You know, so they came and talked to him.
I've seen an incident like this.
He tried to attack the cops, and they had sat him down, detained him or whatever.
Was there a white kid?
No, he's
Was it on video?
No, it was not video.
I seen some video.
I felt bad
Looked like
for
the
him
same.
because I've never seen him like that. And when I was with my son's mom, before he was born, her son had ADHD and ADD too, really fucking bad. I mean, I'm talking about. He would be sitting in the back seat. We'd be driving, and out of nowhere, he would just. I guess there's a big urge of energy in him, and he would just start screaming and clapping his hands or laughing or something, doing something dumb. And I've never encountered a kid like that before.
That's
So I
out
thought,
of
what the fuck is
control.
wrong with
He
this
couldn't
kid?
even control it.
Yeah, he
It's
couldn't control
chemical.
it.
But he wasn't on anything.
I guess medication for something.
Yeah, and they're messing with his chemicals,
And
and
now
that's not right.
I was supposed to be putting on that shit.
Some of the medicine actually. Well, when they switched his medicine, at one time, she said, "Hey, he's having these outbursts," so they switched his medicine. Well, this medicine had him depressed, sad, thinking nobody loved him. I mean, he would sit on the couch,
Poor baby.
literally,
Yeah, it's
with his head down like this.
Horrible.
And I told her, I said,
That's
you know what?
abuse.
Don't give him that shit no more.
well, we're getting
That
into
was the only time that
MK Ultra shit.
that
That's
she
how
gave
they.
it to him. And I told her, don't give him that shit no more. I'd rather have him rowdy and loud than sitting there depressed,
I'd
thinking
rather
nobody fucking loves him.
homeschool him and take him
The
off that
pharmaceutical
medication.
company wants people in a zombie state so they can fucking
manipulate you.
they can control. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And,
You are
and
their
feed you
people.
whatever the fuck they want to and tell you whatever the fuck they want. And this
And you're
why do
on
you
this
think
government program now?
they
because
make so
you
much?
Are disabled.
and who's funding them?
Yeah. Who's funding them?
So
Good question.
we might not want to, but
Somebody might
this
wanna
is
do
all
that.
this is all just hearsay
Which
jokes. These
leads-
are really jokes. We're not.
Yeah.
We're not being serious about anything.
Which
But
leads to our
this
ridiculous
is.
And
No,
that's
we're not
why.
You got
being
real-
serious about nothing.
And that's why I stayed inside.
We're not being serious about nothing.
No.
You know that camera over there has actually got you on the thimble.
Oh,
You
No.
just can't see it. I told him to hide it.
No.
You should come hide it.
Nah, but it's fucking ain't nothing that you don't hear 1,000 times if you look shit up. You can fucking.
If
They'll pump you with these fucking medicine, these pills and shit. But
well,
for a
if you
while,
have
they
a
didn't want
brain
you
enough
smoking
of
weed.
your own,
You couldn't even smoke. You
to
can't
look it
smoke
up.
weed. They want to lock you in jail because
Yeah.
you got a bag of weed or a fucking joint. A
well,
piece
And
of
now
a
they're
joint.
trying to control the
if you actually look
the
at it,
THC. They're trying to control how much THC a plant can produce.
and also,
You can't.
if
Can they control that?
yes, they
They
How
can.
much
could.
THC a plant can
Yes.
produce?
If they fuck with all the damn seeds.
Yes,
Oh,
they
yeah.
can. But also, if you know that marijuana, cannabis is a mind-freeing herb.
All they have to do is push their own
It
shit.
makes you free your mind. It gets you away from addictions.
And we're trying to do that with that fake weed.
And
stuff.
that's why they don't want you to have it, because it helps you with everything. You get off your prescriptions with this. You stop drinking alcohol that hurts you, that kills you, that gives you cirrhosis, that makes you need this
Shit kills you
and that
bad.
prescription or whatever. This helps many things.
Yeah.
And they don't want
I don't like
anybody to
taking
be
pills.
helped.
Man. I've never been a pill popper or been into pills.
Yeah.
I was like, the only time I've ever taken pills, I suffer from bad. I'm talking about stupid, nasty lower back pains. I mean, I don't get much sleep. I may go to sleep at 2:00 in the middle of the night because I can't sleep, and then wake up at 4:30 or 5,
You
and
need
I
the
can't
CBD.
sleep. Now I'm awake.
Yeah.
Once I wake up, I'm awake because I was actually in the oil field for a long time, so my internal clock will just wake me up. Then I get up like an old ass man. I have to get up, take a hot ass shower, just loosen up the old fucking bones and the muscles, and then I'm out. I'm awake already because I've already taken a shower, so now I'm awake, and it's close to sun's coming up already, so I'm not gonna go back to fucking sleep.
No
So
rest at all.
I've been up since 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning.
Which I do.
It's
Nightly.
man.
I do the same thing.
But like I was telling him, I got that fucking moon rock the other day
Oh,
that
how
my
is
neighbor
it?
gave me. Oh my goodness. I slept till I don't sleep late. I went to bed at 9 o'clock right after I smoked it. I mean, it had me fucked up. 9 o'clock, And I don't go to bed that early because I'm a night owl. I can't sleep.
Yes.
I can't sleep. So when I smoked that shit, I fell asleep at 9 o'clock.
Like a baby.
I woke up at 2 o'clock in the morning, used the restroom, went back to bed. I woke up at 7:15. My son has to be at school at 7:30.
God, you're
I was like, hell yeah, I could have been on a day that I didn't have him.
Oh,
I'd have slept longer. But, you know, his bell don't ring until the door's open at 7:30. Let me start that over. I'm not a bad parent that doesn't take his kid to school on time. He's not late on my fucking watch. He's
for
not.
being high AF.
No. Now you just made it like fucking 20 times worse. Damn it.
Monrox. Call
Hey,
brother
in my
Monrox.
defense, he's asleep in his
Hey, this
room
is real
on the
shit.
other side of the house.
Real people's lives.
Yeah.
You know.
So
It's so
bell don't
bad.
ring until 8:20. Let me just say that.
I got
Plenty
you.
of time. We live 3 minutes,
Back
4
it
minutes
up.
away from school.
He should be getting himself there.
Yeah. Matter of fact, he got his own damn phone. He can set his own alarm.
He knows how to get on the bus.
I don't let my kid get on the bus. We live too close to me damn way. They won't say it that way.
Oh, that's funny.
But buses are scary too for kids. I remember when I was a kid in Lubbock, my mom had moved down to Fort Worth and I stayed with my dad. And my dad lived on Reese Air Force Base. I don't know how we got there. I don't know how. He wasn't in the military. So I don't know how the fuck we were living in this like double wide trailer on this Air Force base with a bunch of fucking military families. I have no idea. I don't know. But we were there. So the bus would come to their routes and pick everybody up. And they had fields all around us with like, where they do the crops. So they have those dips, you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
So I was at school one day and I got to fight this little white kid. He's, you know, I got tired of him picking on me. You know, fucking, I was little. So I wound up swinging back, got in trouble, had to stay at the school, and I missed the bus. Well, I had to walk home. And this school wasn't close to my house. Let's just say the sun was almost all the way down by the time I got home. And I didn't walk the roads to get home. I had to cross these fucking fields with this soft dirt that these tractors had just, you know, tilled up, yes. And my shoes, I had dirt, red dirt, all the way up to my fucking knees walking.
Oh, man.
I mean, and I had to walk. And once I saw my house, it looked like this fucking big from a distance.
Oh, wow.
Oh my gosh. I got closer. I was so dirty. My dad whooped my ass for missing the bus and had to walk. He was worried about me. I think I was in the second grade.
Oh, that's
First grade?
horrible. Yes.
Matter of fact, I was in because I moved over here and I was in the third grade when I first got here. So it had to have been either the second or the first grade when this happened. But see, back then,
At least you had sense enough to go home. To which way was home?
well, we moved at one time and my dad took me to school and he was, look, pay attention. This is the way to school. You get this way, you go that way. And I was probably fucking first grade. I had to be first grade or kid. I can't fucking, I was little. And he showed me the route and I said, he goes, you remember? Because I need you to walk home after school. I was like, yeah, okay. I remember. As a kid, I didn't fucking remember.
Yeah.
I did not remember. At the end of the
Okay.
school, listen, this is crazy. At the end of the school day, the bell rang. I ran outside. I knew he wasn't picking me up. That I had to walk home. Well, I went the opposite direction. I walked. I am not kidding you for miles. I'm crying. And some guy had drove by and saw me. And he said, hey, he called me by my name. Hey, Robert, little Robert. And I'm like, I looked at him and I recognized his face. He looked familiar. And it was one of my dad's friends. And he said, hey, I know your dad. I know your dad Pedro. I'll take you to his house. I know where you live, you know. And I was kind of, as a kid, I didn't fucking know. Okay, I jumped in his fucking car. You know, he could have been a fucking child molester. He could have killed me. I jumped in his car. Thank God. Thank God this dude takes me home.
That's really a friend.
And he was really a friend of my father. He takes me home. And my dad's sitting outside worried, you know. And he pulls up like, what the fuck you doing with my son in your
That's
car?
heart failure.
And he says,
for a parent.
he said, and my dad was gonna whoop his ass. What the fuck you doing? He goes, no, but hold on. I saw your son on such and such street, and it was so far away from the school
It was like double the distance from my house away
Yes,
from the
like
school.
what is he doing?
I went the
over here?
opposite direction. I didn't fucking know which way to go. I didn't pay attention. I'm a kid. I didn't pay attention to which fucking draw me a map, goddammit, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, so I went the opposite direction.
Paint the yellow brick road.
Thank God this guy was an actual friend of my father's and a good friend to actually bring me back to him. And I told my dad too, I was crying. I didn't know which way I went. I went the wrong way. I was, man, I can't remember where, but I was on the fucking opposite side of the goddamn. Everything looked the same. I just kept walking, thinking, when am I supposed to turn? I just kept walking, and luckily he saw me, man. God, thank God he saw me.
You didn't think to turn around like, damn, we good.
Well, we had just moved to this part of town,
No.
so it wasn't familiar to me.
And then little kids' perception's different than, ours. We think, oh, we've been walking such a long time, and maybe it isn't that long, or maybe it is
right.
extra long. It could be either way, but still, a child's perception's always different than reality.
I take my son to the mall. We always go to Grapevine Mills Mall because it's the distance is in a mile in a circle. That's how big that mall is. So we'll go there and walk around. We'll walk halfway. What did you just say? The kids what?
Perception.
Kicks in about how the distance of walking.
Sure.
I shit you not. We're not even halfway through the mall. Daddy, my feet hurt. I'm like, what the fuck? Are you kidding me? We just got here. So I make him walk. Come on, let's walk. Let's walk. Because he's sitting at home playing video games all fucking day. Let's go walk.
You can handle it.
And man, that's all I fucking hear. Dad, we go to Traders Village. We get from where we parked, because it's not, very rarely you're going to get lucky. You're going to get an upfront parking at Traders Village.
I have a child like
So you park about a quarter mile away from the fucking entrance and then walk in there. By the time we get there, he's like, Dad, my feet hurt. Like, oh my God, dude, you're killing me, Smalls.
I have one that knows better and says, where y'all going? Nope, I'm not going there.
Well, he gets like that too, but sometimes I have to get him out of the house.
I said, are you?
They used to go kayaking with me and fishing with me all the time since I got the boat, because I ain't gonna lie, once I realized there was alligators in every fucking lake in the state of Texas, I stopped kayaking. Fuck that shit.
Don't even get in the lake. What are people
kayaking.
doing in the lake?
I don't swim in it. I don't
even
get
give
it
a
like
damn.
that.
I ain't getting in
So I said,
any
fuck
kind
that, I
of
got me a
lake
boat.
water.
I haven't been kayaking since.
Yes.
Nope, not gonna do it.
Me neither.
Yeah, I don't see any.
I'm not gonna get in a lake and then all of a sudden an alligator come up, because they in
But
Grapevine.
it's any body of water.
I think
Just
it was
think about
Grapevine.
what's in the ocean.
Well, the ocean's worse.
Woo.
But in Grapevine, I think it was a couple of years ago, 3 years ago, something like that. They pulled out a 6.5 or 7 foot alligator that was blind.
Oh no.
Doesn't mean that motherfucker didn't have, since the smell was gone, he was still eating.
Oh, he had to be.
There was
He
another one.
survived.
There was another one in Lake Worth that was probably about 6 feet long that was swimming towards a dock and people were filming it, and it was blind because it ran right into the dock, and it backed up and it hit it again, and then it
Took
swam
off
off.
another
Yeah, swam off
different way.
another direction.
Yeah.
So it was blind.
Are they blind?
I have no idea, but in Lake Worth, I know they have that reserve.
You don't know they're
Damn,
blind.
Dude,
It's
he
just-
swam right to him and hit the fucking dock. And they're, because they were like, oh my God, he's coming this way. And they backed up, he hit the dock. Boom. He backed up and they recorded him and he hit it again. And then he swam off and you could hear people saying, oh, he was probably blind. That's why he didn't see it.
Yeah.
There's been some in Eagle Mountain.
But they're still eating. Yeah, Eagle Mountain is bad too. Eagle Mountain, that's the one I'm talking about. I'm sorry. Eagle Mountain has a reserve,
It's all
that
the-
dam where the
Yes.
road's
The
at.
waste or wait.
The spillway.
The spillway. That nature reserve too is over there that
Yeah.
splits Lake Worth through that creek.
Yep.
What can we do?
I take my boat through there all the time, man. It's fun to see those marshy areas, bro. It's fucking crazy.
Is it dirty?
It's actually spooky back there.
Morris
It
needs
is.
a boat.
I got a boat for sale.
Morris needs a
What
badass boat.
Well, it's
I'm
not a
talking about
badass
that.
boat, but you can do some work to it if you want.
Oh yeah. No, fucking
I want
purchase a boat.
something that can go to one of the big lakes with some Louisville or something.
I take
That's
my
what
boat.
I'm
I
talking
take my
about. I'll show
take my
you what kind
15
of
foot.
boat I'm talking about.
I take my 15-foot boat out there. It's a John boat, fishing boat that I take out there. Take to all the lakes. But if you want bigger, of course, yeah, you're gonna have to go get you a bigger a bass track or something
I'm
like
talking
that.
a badass boat that's gonna look
Like
badass
a
in the back
pontoon
of
or
your...
fucking.
No.
You see my little raggedy
Stop.
truck? It ain't gonna pull nothing bigger than my boat. I had to get my ball joints done, man, and my control arms, bro. Dude, they were fucked up bad. I mean, bad. Spun my shit around. I don't know how that rod that was in there somehow came around and fell and stopped something on my wheel turn and fucking spun me around on the freeway. And half of my truck was sitting like this on oncoming traffic, and there was a big ass fucking truck behind me.
That's
And when
dangerous.
he saw me turn, he just went around me. And then all the
You're
cars.
fixing it?
I got out and I had to push the fucking truck back. I had to push the truck back.
That's crazy.
It wouldn't go in gear, and it finally went in gear.
Yeah.
And I had to turn around to wait for all this traffic to fucking leave because I had to turn. And it's a raggedy truck. I ain't gonna make no sharp little turn. Yeah, I went around like 3 motherfucking lanes to make this turn to get back on the side of the on the shoulder. But that shit's dangerous, man. Ball joints and control arms when they go out, man.
Get rid of
that
it.
shit ain't no joke. Nah, just get them fixed. Just get them fixed. But I do need to get rid of that one, buddy.
Take it somewhere.
Yeah.
I know a guy.
Cause I'm gonna get me a new one, man. And I want to find somebody who has land, a property, big piece of property, that will allow me to go there, take that truck, fill it with gas, and fucking blow it up. I want to just see that. Boom! I want to see that motherfucker explode.
But you gotta get another ride first. They're saying.
Yeah.
Speakers and that bar is for
That's about 80 G's right there.
60.
Mm.
Anyway, that bar
That's a ski
holds
boat.
skis, or you can do that thing.
The little
The
wakeboard
round thing?
Oh,
Yeah,
the big
what's it
tube.
called?
The
I
big
wanna be
tube
able to-
Yeah,
wakeboard.
wakeboarding too, though. That's fun. That's
Can't you just
vacation
rent
every summer.
boats like that?
Yeah, but once you have a boat like that, it's like, oh no,
Take it everywhere.
I want my boat. That's
Look at my boat. You dress it up.
Exactly.
Yeah, for real.
Don't you know every guy is looking at every
You
other
gonna smoke one?
guy's
Go ahead.
boat?
Keep the combo going.
Yeah.
But
It's boat envy. I got a bigger boat than yours.
yeah, I don't know.
And I used to want jet skis. I mean, I kind of still do, but like you said, you don't know what the fuck's in there. And sometimes you fall off that shit.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be in the water.
But you don't hear about anybody getting hurt.
Very rarely will you hear things more about people drowning in lakes than you do hear someone getting attacked by a fish or an alligator. There's more people that drown in there than anything.
Because of drunkenness.
Yeah, they're drunk. They take out their fucking. They think they want to drink because in bigger lakes, Sand Rayburn,
You can lie.
Eagle Mountain, when they jump in the lake trying to cool off, those underwater currents, they have them, and they get sucked in, bro, and they fucking people just end up dying and drowning.
The undertow.
You can be a great fucking
Let's look that up.
swimmer.
Nah.
Let's look it up real quick.
It's like, I hadn't figured that one out yet.
I can. That angle.
You need another one,
See, look.
don't you?
Google.
Don't
I
you
can
need
Google
to?
anything right there. Bam.
Oh, that's cool.
I need to have it on YouTube.
Yes, both.
I need to have a YouTube button, right?
Yep.
What about that? Getting it started, people. Don't worry. This is like getting. I'm gonna throw them out there.
We're gonna do this again tomorrow. You gonna watch the fight?
Yes.
Yeah.
What time does it start?
I don't know if we'll watch it here or. I haven't been able to get it the way I used to get it.
Where do you normally watch it at?
Twin Peaks.
Twin Peaks.
Twin Peaks?
The
What do
big
they charge?
ones.
They charge to get in?
No.
No?
First come, first serve, so you get there a little bit early, and we've been getting good seats.
That's how, what you call it is, Dave and Buster's. They have it at Dave and Buster's too. They don't charge none, but they have it at Dave and Buster's. Never really have to, I mean, I've never been there and been like, oh damn, now there's no seating. There's always closed seating by these big ass fucking screen TVs.
I've been at Dave
Twin
Buster's one
Peaks.
time at this
Every
one
time
chick. I
Sold
met
out.
this one chick, and we're drinking and we're gonna play the games, right? And And so I was like, hey, well, we want to go smoke first before we go do that. And then I remember at one point she had brought up like she was going to do something after this or something. But anyway, I guess that stuck in my head. But anyway, we went to the car and we're all smoking and shit. And I was like, well, all right, well,
Why is this story taking forever?
No, because I could. I don't know. I could read him. I could just imagine.
I was like, all right, cool. Well, I'll see you later. And and she was like, what? I thought we were gonna go in there. I was like, well, I thought you had to go somewhere. And she was like, well, okay. I guess I'll just be high and drive home.
When she was still, bro.
And I was like, all right, cool. I'll take it. See you later. And she gave me all the
Damn
good
it,
hits,
man.
and she was like,
oh man,
she was a pretty hot
Alright.
white girl. Shit. I
He's
was
like,
you do the stretch.
that was so funny.
but what?
I got work in the
I just got high, and then when I got home, I was like,
snapping out.
I was like, oh shit. I was like, I didn't mean, I didn't think. She was like, never mind.
Damn it, man.
Oh man,
This guy.
And it was like,
that's great.
Casanova. Casanova.
Great story.
Right? Give me some brain.
that's
Get
a
high.
David,
Get the
that's
fuck
a
out of
David
here.
Buster story.
David Buster's story. Well, y'all, I'm finna bounce. I'm gonna get back to the house. I'm
Already
getting
shit.
hungry. I haven't eaten shit. I should have ate something before I came over here. I'm starved.
How come you eat so
I
late?
stuffed
Stuffed myself.
I shouldn't be eating so
I
late,
did
but
eat late.
I don't. What the fuck did I eat today anyway?
What do you eat? What's your diet?
I don't have a diet, man. I don't really eat. Very rarely do I eat breakfast. Very rarely do I eat lunch. I don't really get hungry.
You just survive off the sun. You like Superman?
I survive off the sun. And every now and then I see a tomato growing. I pull it out and I grab it. I eat it. I gave $100 to end hunger. Oh, I gave $1 to end hunger. Oh, he's probably roasting me. For wearing the fucking shirt.
Did you see all the new South Parks?
No, not all of them.
Yeah, the new season's fucking shit, man. You gotta watch it. That whole, the dad, he's on the farm and that whole, got his own wheat crops and everything. Integrity Farms, you ever seen it?
I haven't seen that.
You gotta look into it, man. He got Tally as his like right hand man. He's growing all the shit. He's like, how is it? He's like, it's good.
I'm gonna have to look this up.
All right, man. I appreciate you coming by, man. It was good seeing you.
Yeah.
Anytime we'll do this again.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Peace out.
I'll hit you up tomorrow, man, and see if
You want to give a shout out? You want to tell everybody where you're from, what you're about, or you want to just keep that?
I'm gonna keep that low key right now.
Alrighty.
I don't want to give them everything at once.
All right. You want to promote anything right there?
Nah, well, promote
Peace and
love,
love.
peace and love. There you go. Peace, love, and happiness.
Alright.
Or health. There you
Alright.
go. All right, bro.
Take it easy.
Y'all have a good one.
You
Hey.
too.